In the previous parts I talked about the flow world of energies. This presentation I'm going to focus on the source world. And the source world is all about the code. And the code has to do with ciphers. The essence of everything can be expressed as a cipher. And in the flow world, these ciphers are brought alive by functions. These are the basic functions: adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Adding equals earth, subtracting means air, water equals multiplying, and fire means dividing. These are the female, the positive signs. Earth, adding makes more, and also multiplying makes more. These are the negative signs, the male signs, the yang signs. Making it less, yeah? By subtracting you make it less, by dividing you make it also less. So you can also see the meaning of yin and yang back in these four symbols. Let's look at the ciphers in relation to these numbers, to these functions. This is the multiplication table of 1. This is the division table of 1. We don't learn it at school, but I think it's very important to learn it as well. When we look at the outcome, we see 1 times 1 is 1, and so on until 9. It's very easy. It means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The rhythm here we see, clockwise, is the outcome of the multiplication table of 1. When we look at the outcome of the division table of 1, we see the same ordering. 1 divided by 1 is 1, 2 divided by 2. So it's very easy. Yeah, it's basic, but just understand the rhythm. And it's the same rhythm, 1, 2, 3, clockwise going round. If we look at 8, it's the opposite. 1 times 8 is 8, 2 times 8 is 16, but we add up the 1 and the 6, then we get 7. 3 times 8 is 24, we added the 2 and the 4, we get 6, and so on. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. So it's this, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. It's going like this, counterclockwise. And when we look at the division table of 8, we see the same numbers again. 8, 7, 6, and so forth. So it's the same rhythm. And because this is the same as this, we say that 1 is a reciprocal, that's a special term, reciprocal of 1. And 8 is the reciprocal of 8. This is multiplication and dividing, but also adding and subtracting. Adding 1 is 1, then you go here. Adding 1, you go here. Adding 1, you go here. Or if you subtract 8, if you subtract 8 from 1, you come here, all the way here. It's the same. Or if you subtract 8 from here, you go here. So it's the same ordering. If you add 1 or subtract 8, then you go clockwise. But if you add 8 or you subtract 1, then you go counterclockwise. Yeah? It's only 8 and 1 on this sheet. Now make it a little bit complicated, more complicated. We look at 2 and 5. This is the multiplication table of 2. And now we see the rhythm 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8. And it goes back. I'll start here. 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. See? Going again clockwise. Here we have the multiplication table of 2, but we have to take the division table of 5 to get the same ordering. Here's the division table of 5. 2, and so on. So we start with 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And I go back to 2. I hope this is clear. So 2 and 5 are now reciprocals. They are somehow connected. And here we see 7 and 4, the same relation. But now it's going counterclockwise. Start with 7, then 5, 3, 1, 8, 6, 4, 2, 9, back to 7. 7, 4 reciprocals, 2 and 5 reciprocals. And of course the same happens with adding 2 or subtracting 7. Go clockwise or counterclockwise, adding 7 or subtracting 2. Now we have the same numbers, but it's other. Now we have the multiplication table of 4 and the division table of 7. And again we see that they are reciprocals. Now the order is 8, 4, 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 1, 5, 9. So it starts here. 1, 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 1, 5, 9, back to 4. It is still, you could say, clockwise. The other one is going counterclockwise. This is again just the basics of arithmetics, but all going back to one cipher. The rhythm we see here is a very special rhythm because it's 1, 2, and then it goes on forever, because this is an infinite series of ciphers repeating itself over and over again. And in that repetition we find another rhythm, because if we divide 1 by 7 we get 0 points. You could say 0 is the circle around it, 0 point, and then 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, and then we 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. This series goes on until infinity. And if you divide 2 by 7, it's very simple. Then you just start here. Get 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4, 2, and it repeats itself over and over again. Maybe you know this part of the symbol, because if you add what happens between 3, 6, and 9, you get the symbol for the enneagram, another very important symbol. Now let us look at the 3 numbers we have not discussed yet, 3, 6, and 9. Something happens when we look at the multiplication or division tables from 3 and 6. This is the multiplication table of 3, and the outcome is only 3, 6, and 9. No other number appears. Doesn't matter how far we go, only 3, 6, and 9. And the same happens when we divide by 6. The same rhythm. That's why and here we see the other. Only 6, 3s, and 9s. And again, the same here. So this is a special group, 3, 6, and 9. 9 is the most special because it doesn't really matter what we do. We can multiply with 9, or divide by 9, or add 9, or subtract 9. The outcome is always 9. So 9, you could say, is the queen of all ciphers. That's why 6, 3, and 9 form a special group. And here we see them. This is a normal group, and this is a normal group. This is a special group. 2 and 5 are reciprocals. 4 and 7 are reciprocals. And 3 and 6 are reciprocals. 8 is a reciprocal by itself. And 1 is a reciprocal by itself. And also for 9. These are 3 cipher groups. And they create together kind of dynamics. And it's very visible in this beautiful symbol. If you want to learn more about it, go to the website The Akba Kingdom. That's the website of Randy Powell. And Randy is continuing the work of Marco Rodin. And they call it vortex-based mathematics. And it's all present in this symbol. I'm going to explain it to you. I call this symbol the source code because it's revealing the code from the source world. Here again we see the symbol. What we see here is a doubling sequence. If you double 1, you get 2. If you double 2, you get 4. If you double 4, you get 8. Then you get